This is Rap the News, and Yom Kippur starts tomorrow at sundown. Regardless to what any other camp or any other entity says. According to the strict lunar calendar, which we are to go by, the 7th month is the month of March. The lunar calendar, the months change every month. It is not based off of the Gregorian calendar, and it ain't based off of this or that. It's based off of what God said is based off, and that is the lunar calendar. Strictly by the lunar calendar, tomorrow starts the holiest of holy days. This day is so holy that if you miss the day, your name is going to be written out of the book of life. So we started September 15th, which was the Passover, which is the first of the month. The 7th of the month is Yom Kippur, which is in March. And so March 17th is Yom Kippur, which starts the day before at sundown, which is tomorrow at sundown. Yom Kippur starts. And we are supposed to be repenting, fasting, and making amends, fixing things that we damaged or broke with people. With that said, again, we don't listen to the majority of people because they are wrong. Only a handful of people is going to make it, and these handful of people are strictly worshiping God. As we finding out with the camps and all of that, they worshiping multiple deities. They are lying on Mary. They are lying on Christ. They are serving the infiltrated part of the Bible, and they are. And so watch this. They don't listen to God, which says serve only God, and don't add anybody or subtract anything from God or God's words. They don't listen to that. They added a new covenant. They added a new source of Savior and everything else, and that wasn't supposed to be added. They added the Son. The Son wasn't added in the Old Testament. God said don't add anything or subtract anything. They added and subtracted like hell. And anybody who following the added part of the religion, the new covenant, y'all all gonna burn. Watch. Y'all gonna get destroyed because y'all all Gentiles. Gentiles cannot worship God alone. They always associating themselves or other things with God. With that said, we're going to get into a dream that I just had, which was the lions were supposed to be in season, mating season. So God told me in the dream, secure the lions, secure the property, because the lions are in mating season. That's what I was told. Just straight like that. And I'm supposed to figure out the rest of it from there. And so figuring out the rest of it from there is lions don't have a mating season. Other animals may have a mating season, but lions don't. Lions mate at any time they want to. So this is what God is saying. At any time the season begins. That's what that meant. And so what else is secure the lions' mating season? Lions usually mate all at the same time when it is a pride takeover. When a group of lions is going to take over another group of lions. That's mating season. So what does that mean? A war is brewing and about to happen at any moment. That's what that means. And so what was I doing in the dream that was significant? What I was doing in the dream was building up a high fence around our property. And our property wasn't our property. And like where we are right now and in the dream was two different places. It was more like a city in the dream, but we're rural. So we out in the middle of nowhere. So I was building up a high fence around a large property, and the fence was as high as the roof, so that to keep the lions in, because if the lions got out, they would devour people. So I was in the fence with the lions. Right? And the lions stand for what? Judah, Israel, You know what I mean? And so Israel is going to become dangerous at any moment. You know, and we supposed to be kept what? Separate. That's why I was putting a big fence so the lions couldn't get out. And beware, where would they roam to? The world. Because at first they was roaming, and then all of a sudden it's like secure these lions. Because it's mating season. It's time for the pride to take over. Let's just wrap the news. And again, I'm going to remind us, Yom Kippur tomorrow at sundown. So Yom Kippur starts the day before. So Yom Kippur is on the 17th, but it starts on the 16th at sundown. We are to fast, and the fast starts right before the sun rises on the 17th. So you can eat all the way up and drink all the way up until the sun rises on the 17th. And then after that, you cannot eat or drink all day long. You cannot have sex. You cannot be thinking sexual. You cannot be playing games. You're supposed to spend that day fasting and repenting and making amends. You are not supposed to be working whatsoever. So you treat that day like it is the Sabbath day. And then it is so important, like I said, that if you do not do it tomorrow, you will not be written in the book of life. And if you think the majority of the people is going to hell, wide is the gate that leads to destruction, only a few people is making a remnant, you have to think that, you know, only a few of us is going to know that tomorrow is the day. You know, and if God is telling me to secure the lions, I'm securing Judah. You just got to figure it out. Let's just wrap the news.